I wanted to go over a few adjustments we made to the leadoff position of a player. This is Evander Gonzalez from the Wolves out of Sanford, Florida. The first adjustments we made is we turned his shoulders. So if you see on this one, he's turned a lot away from the pitcher, and you see his left arm is off of his hip. And some of them, he was actually resting it on his hip. So we made him more neutral facing the pitcher and moved his left arm out more. That adjustment made his movements a lot more linear and moving right towards the base direction right away. You see the angles of push here. He's a lot more steep, so he can accelerate more versus this one. His body is upright. There was a lot of twisting that had to happen. Now his chest is facing the base a lot earlier. This one, he's still twisting and trying to orient himself. So by pushing a little more horizontally, his foot is a lot closer to the ground on this frame. So he is getting his foot down right here. And then if you watch on the other one, it takes a whole 7/100ths of a second for him to get his foot down. And his body position is not anywhere near as good to push from. So 7/100ths saved here. We'll save that time at the base. Another adjustment we made is to increase the emphasis of push on his back leg. He noticed his first push out was rather small and his steps were quite small. So we put a lot of focus on pushing really hard with that left leg. That should be the first movement, pushing hard off the left leg in the direction of the base. He projected much better, and these steps are larger, and they're also down a little quicker. So if we progress this here, he's touched down on the right side, and he is still flying on the other one. So now it is 7/100ths of a second that he's gained on this first step, and his body position is significantly better. A lower angle, he's able to accelerate faster than this higher angle on the other side. His body is also much better oriented with the line of push. Another point of emphasis we made with him is trying to get his chest over his knee. As he's moved over here, we see his chest is straight over the knee, whereas this one, his chest is behind. So he is projecting much better. So he has to throw his upper body in the direction of the base while he's pushing hard with his left leg. Now, as we advance it here, we see him pushing off and accelerating. He has traveled a lot further on each step, and they're more in the direction of the base. You see here, body is still twisted here with his shoulders, whereas here he is faced towards the base, ready to run in a straight line, which is always the fastest way to get there. So we see him put his foot down here, push in a really nice sprint position here. Body is straight as an arrow. Whereas this one, he is still contorting his body, trying to figure out the right position. So as we progress things here, we see him landing now on this step. Now he has finally started to get into a decent position on this one. And on this frame, he looks really nice on this acceleration. He is much faster on this one on the right after a little bit of adjustments. I'm Glenn Smith, former international sprinter and coach. I've got over 20 years experience coaching in the NCAA international levels of track and field and in multiple sports. I'm hosting some speed and agility sessions in the Winter Springs area in Florida on Sundays at 3 o'clock. I also do individual sessions as well. So send me a DM and I look forward to meeting you.